Vibe coding represents an industry shift from manual syntax to prompting AI agents to architect applications for you. Bolt.New V2 leads this workflow, using plain English to spin up complex React frontends in minutes. React is a common JavaScript library used to build interactive user interfaces. We are specifically analyzing the Bolt.New AI platform, which serves an entirely different purpose than the traditional PHP-based Bolt CMS. Traditionally, starting a software project required hours of installing dependencies and configuring boilerplate code. Bolt's marketing claims to eliminate that friction, promising that building software no longer requires a computer science degree. This creates an expectation that a non-technical founder can type a descriptive paragraph and receive a functional live web app instantly. However, the ease of building a prototype rarely matches the reality of maintaining a production-ready product. In a 5-minute Bolt session, you receive a working minimum viable product, complete with user authentication and database schemas already wired. The hidden cost of this speed lies in the platform's strict token economics. Tokens are the units used to measure the AI's effort. Every time it reads your prompt, thinks, or writes code, it consumes them. The time saved in initial setup is immediately traded for back-end infrastructure friction, creating a trap for budget-conscious solopreneurs. Bolt's free plan enforces a strict limit of 300,000 tokens per day. This chart maps those tokens. Following the official Pet Name Picker tutorial uses nearly 300,000 tokens in a single session. Because a single build exhausts your daily budget, you have no resources left to refine or debug the app you just created. This introduces a significant maintenance penalty. When you try to fix minor issues, you hit the token ceiling. Simple UI tweaks force the AI to rewrite entire components, burning through tokens at a massive velocity for even the smallest changes. To conserve their accounts, users often abandon code generation and use discussion mode to ask the AI for advice instead. This forces you to actively manage the AI's efficiency rather than focusing on building your product. In traditional development, opening a file to edit text or adjust a layout costs nothing. Relying on Bolt for daily maintenance is financially unsustainable. The free plan token structure works well as a one-time demonstration, but it effectively blocks the iterative refinement required for a real application. Beyond tokens, your app is restricted by Bolt Cloud, the platform's built-in hosting. It lacks access to server environments or background computing tasks. Bolt Cloud currently offers no support for custom domains. Professional projects require custom domains for brand trust and search engine optimization. Consequently, Bolt Cloud is incapable of serving as a permanent home for a legitimate business. The no-code abstraction breaks down during common failure states, like out-of-memory errors or a blank gray preview screen. Typing "fix this" into the prompt box usually fails. The AI guesses blindly, trapping the user in a costly error loop. Escaping these loops requires following Bolt's own troubleshooting documentation and opening the internal terminal window. You must then manually execute node package commands, like npm run build, to force a project rebuild. Node commands are text-based instructions sent to the server to manage code dependencies. If errors persist, the problem is often missing environment variables. These are hidden settings that allow your app to connect securely to its database. You have to prompt the AI to audit these variables, and then manually paste the keys into the correct configuration files. Digging through configuration files and running terminal commands contradicts the "no degree needed" marketing. While vibe coding handles the initial scaffolding, fixing broken AI code still requires traditional software development skills. Bolt functions best as a disposable scaffolding tool. Professional viability requires decoupling the high-cost generation phase from the zero-cost maintenance phase. Treat the Bolt interface like a temporary construction site that you must eventually vacate to ensure your project's survival. This playbook begins with Phase 1. Spend a maximum of 48 hours in Bolt.New, strictly to generate the core architecture and database schema. After the core is stable, you move to Phase 2. This is the mandatory portability workflow, starting with syncing your code to a GitHub repository. GitHub is a cloud-based platform for storing and managing different versions of code. During this phase, you must also claim the Bolt-managed Supabase database, so your user records persist outside the platform. Finally, connect your GitHub repository to an external host like Vercel or Netlify. This secures your custom domain. This roadmap provides massive acceleration for developers and solopreneurs willing to learn basic DevOps. DevOps refers to the practices that combine software development and IT operations to streamline app deployments. However, it remains a trap for non-technical founders looking for a set-it-and-forget-it solution. Ultimately, successful vibe coding leverages the power of AI for the heavy lifting, while developers must firmly retain manual control to scale securely.